Hi, I'm Tess from Makeloombands. To get us in the festive spirit ready for Christmas, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Father Christmas charm on the loom. It's perfect to give as a gift, or you can use it as a decoration on your tree. So it will take you around 20 minutes to make, but remember, if I'm going too fast, just pause the video and catch up when you're ready. So there's a few things you're going to need. You're going to need a loom, a hook, 2 blue bands, 10 pink bands, 13 black bands, 29 white bands, and 64 red bands, and then a pencil. So set your loom up in the staggered configuration so the pegs are offset like this, and then we're ready to start placing your bands. So ensure that the arrow is facing away from you. We're going to take 2 red bands and we're going to stretch them between the first 2 pegs on the left hand side, and then another 2 red bands, and another 2 red bands, like so, and then 2 white bands. Then we're going to take a pink band, we're going to stretch it out once, twice, like so. I'll show you that again. Stretch it once, twice. We're going to put it around that last peg that we've just gone to there. So that will be his first arm. So we're going to do that again. So we're going to take 2 red bands, stretch between there and there. We're going to take another 2 red bands, between there and there. Another 2 red bands, and then a pair of white bands. Then we're going to take a pink band, stretch it out again, put it on that last peg there. Great, so that's going to be the arms. Now we're ready to make the legs. So we're going to take 2 red bands between the first 2 pegs there. Another 2 red bands there. And again there. And then between those 2 pegs, we're then going to take 2 black bands and stretch them there. Another 2 black bands, there and there, and then we're going to take a black band, stretch it around your fingers, and then over that last peg, there. You're going to do the same again to make your second leg. So 2 red bands, push them down, 2 red bands there, two red bands there, and 2 red bands there. So we'll take a pair of black bands, stretch them between there and there, and another pair there of 2 bands. Then we'll take this black band, we're going to stretch it out twice and put it over that peg like so. Okay, so make sure that all of your bands look like this. If they do, we're ready to start looping. So turn your loom around so the arrow is now facing towards you. We'll start with this arm here. So we'll go inside, push back the pink band, get the white bands from the bottom and loop them forward like that. We'll then go inside there, catch the bottom red bands and loop them forward. So we'll keep doing this like that, and then we're at the end of the first arm. So we take our pencil, we put it through these pegs, do it like that, sliding those bands from the last one onto it, and then we gently pull the arm off the loom like that. So we'll store it on the pencil for later. Now we're ready to do the next arm. So we'll go inside the pink band, push it back, catch the bottom white bands and loop them forward. Go inside there, catch the bottom red bands. We'll keep doing this to the end of the loom. So go inside and loop forward. So now we take your pencil, we go between those 2 pegs to slide those bands onto it before pulling it off the loom for storage. We're now going to do the legs. So we'll go inside the first central peg there, Push back the top black band, catch the bottom pair, and I'll loop them forward. I'll go inside, catch the bottom pair, loop them forward, red pair forward. We'll keep doing this to the end of the loom. There we go. Now I take the pencil, new cast it between those two pegs, catching both band ends on it. For storage, that's our leg. Do the last leg here. So catch the bottom pair, loop them forward, that bottom red pair forward, there we go, to the end of the loom. Now we take the pencil for the last time, slide it between those last two band ends and pull it off. So there we've got two legs stored on the pencil and two arms. So I'll put that to one side for later. We're now going to turn the loom back around so the arrow is facing away from us. We're ready to place some more bands. So you're going to take a white one first, going to stretch it between the first two pegs there, like so. We're then going to take a white band. We're going to twist it 4 times around your hook. So that's once, twice, thrice, and 4 times. Show you that again. So simply just take your band, go once, twice, thrice, and 4 times around your hook. And then take another white band, catch it on the end, and we're going to slide this twisted white band onto the stretched one, like so. We're then going to place that between the next two pegs in the central row, like that. Okay, so now we're going to take 2 red bands. We're going to stretch them between the next two pegs. We're then going to take 2 pink bands and stretch them between these pegs. We're then going to take a pink band. We're going to stretch it just twice around the hook this time, like so. And then we'll take 2 white bands on the end of your hook. Oh, sorry, like that. And we're going to slide them onto the white band like this, so. And then we'll stretch that between the next 2 pegs like that. And this is going to be the mouth of Father Christmas. So now we take another 2 red bands and stretch them between these 2 pegs. And another 2 pink bands between these pegs. And then we'll take 2 white bands here. Take another 2 white bands and stretch them diagonally this time back to the central row, like so. So now we're going to do the same on the right hand side. So we'll take 2 red bands first. Oh, lost a band. And stretch them there. Then we'll take 2 pink bands and stretch them there. Take 2 white bands next, like so, and another 2 white bands back to the central row, like so. We're now going to take 2 red bands and stretch them forward like that. We're now going to take a black band and we're going to stretch it 4 times around your hook. So that's once, twice, 3 and 4 times around your hook, like so. We'll then take a pair of white bands. I'm going to stretch the black bands off the hook and onto it. So it's quite handy sometimes to turn the hook so it doesn't get caught, and slide it like so onto it. I'll show you that again in a minute because we're doing 3 of these. So we'll do that once, like this. Oh, so make sure you really get it onto your peg and stretch it. It's a bit fiddly here. Off the peg. Make sure you get both band ends, like so, safely onto your loom. So we'll do that again. We'll take a black band. We'll stretch it once, twice, thrice, and 4 times around your hook, We then take the pair of the white bands, stretch them on the end, pull them out and twist them like that onto the white bands, and put these ones next in the central row, like so. We'll do that once more. So we'll take the black band, go once, twice, thrice, 4 times around the hook. Take a pair of white bands, catch them on the end of the hook, and then twist it like so. And then I'll place that in the central row. Like so. These will be the buttons for Father Christmas. So now we'll take another pair of white bands. We'll stretch them without a button on, just in there. We'll then take a pair of red bands and stretch them next like that. And we'll take another pair of red bands, and now we're going to make the side of his coat like so. Another pair here. Another pair there. Another pair there. Oh. Now I take this next pair, and they're going to be hooked diagonally from that side to the central row, like so, and push them down. So now we're going to repeat that on the right hand side. So we're going to take another 2 red bands and stretch them out to the right hand side. Another 2 red bands, oh, next like that, and we'll do that again. Like so, and stretch those diagonally again between those. We're then going to take a red band, we're going to stretch it out and twist it like so. Show you that again, take it, stretch it, twist it round, and we'll put that on our last peg in the central row like so. Okay, so now we're going to place a white band horizontally across these ones, another white band across these, and another white band across those. Now I'll hold the body together. We're now going to take your red band and stretch it out between those 2 pegs there, like so. So now I'll take a blue band, we're going to stretch it 4 times again around the hook, so once, twice, thrice, and 4 times, like so. And we're going to do that again with the next one, so once, twice, thrice, and 4 times around your hook like that. And we'll take your pink band, I'm going to stretch it on the end of your hook like that, and then pull it onto it like that. And we'll do that again, pull that one, twist it onto it like so. And then I'm going to stretch that between these 2 pegs here, carefully, and these will become the eyes, so we'll push them to each side of the loom like so. Okay, so make sure that all of your bands look like this. Match all the way down, and if they do, we're ready to start hooking them. So we're going to turn it around again so that the arrows are facing towards you. Now at this stage, we'll place the legs. So take your pencil, and at the first point here, we're going to place one of the legs. So we'll slide it down the pencil carefully onto the peg like so. We'll do that again on this side. So slide it down. It's a bit tricky if you're right-handed, there we go. And then twist it outwards like that. We'll do the same with the arms. So these are the 2 shoulders here. So we'll take your first arm, slide it down the pencil and onto the peg. And then we'll do the same on this side, down the pencil and onto the peg. And again, twist it round so it goes outwards. Okay, so you can see that he's starting to take shape here. What we need to do now is a bit of hooking. So we'll take your hook, we'll go inside this first peg that's used in the central row, push back that top band, catch the catch the top pair of bands and loop them out to into the left-hand row, like so. And then we'll go in here, and now we'll catch the bottom pair of bands. Quite a few leaks, there's a lot of bands on this peg. Once you've got them, you can loop them forward to the peg in front. Now we'll go inside that white band to catch the bottom pair of red bands, loop them forward. We'll do the same again. Like so. And then we're going to have to reach inside these other bands again just to get the bottom pair of bands and get them off the peg and loop them diagonally. Oh, it doesn't want to come. There we go, we got it. Back to the central row. Okay, so now we're going to do the same again on the right hand side. So we'll go inside this peg, catch the next pair of red bands, loop them diagonally to the right hand side, like so. And reach inside this peg, past the leg bands, catch the bottom pair of red bands and loop them forward. We'll keep on doing that. So we go through the white one, catch the bottom, loop them forward. There we go. We'll go inside the armbands, catch the bottom pair and loop them diagonally to the central row, like so. We'll now go back to the central peg, catch the bottom pair of bands, loop them forward. We'll go inside the bottom pair of white bands forward, go inside the bottom pair of white bands forward here. There we go, back inside. We'll push that down. Now we've got the tricky job of catching the bottom pair of red bands. We've got them nice there. Careful on your hook because it's a lot of tension there. And stretch it forward to there. Okay, so that's the body complete. So now we're going to do the head. So put your hook inside, catch the top pair of white bands, loop them diagonally out to the left hand side, catch the bottom pair of bands, out to that side there. Pink ones forward, the next red ones to the top. We'll then take the next top pair of bands. I hope I said top pair last time, but there we go. So each time just taking the top from there. So we take them, loop them forward, catch the bottom pair there, and loop them forward, bottom pair, forward. There we go. This time we will take the bottom pair and loop them forward to there, catch the bottom pair here, take them forward. Okay, so we're now going to go inside this peg. We're going to catch the bottom white band and loop it forward. Now I should have put 2 bands on this peg because it's going to be quite a lot of tension, so that's what that band is for there. So what we can do to sort of cheat our way through is put the hook through there and catch the band on the bottom of it and twist it up through like so and put both of those ends onto that peg like so. So then we'll catch the band that I did put on through the red bands, and we'll catch it there and loop it forward like so, and that will make it nice and strong. Then we'll catch that bottom white band, loop it forward. We'll then go inside, catch that bottom edge of the white band, pull it through itself into a slip knot like so. I have got a tutorial on slip knots if you need to see that again. So there we go. Make sure that all of your bands look like this on the loom. If they do, we're ready to take it off. So you've got to be quite careful with this one because there's a lot of tension on particular bands. And you don't want any to snap at this stage or any stage, especially not this one. So gently starting to be revealed. Oh, nearly there. There we go. Just takes a bit of wiggling about to get his eyes out, and then his little mouth there coming through his beard. So there we go. So thanks for watching this video tutorial. To keep updated, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Makeloombands. And for more video tutorials, click on the links on the right hand side. Merry Christmas, keep on looming, and see you next time.